Okay, Fern Scout again. We've just come outside the house and walked 5 metres down the road, and I remembered I'm not filming, so I'm filming. Look at the Christmas decorations going up here. This is crazy. Yeah, they're really going for it in this house. Really going for it. Enough of the Christmas decorations. What I just want to talk about while I've jumped on the mic here is no play before the walk today. This is just straight arrive to the house, get the dogs and come straight out. If you've seen the last one where we had some herding bull play before, I want to point out the difference, especially for this guy on the right, Fern. You see he's already everywhere at 400 miles an hour here, pulling like a train. Really, again, I want to highlight that. German Shorthair Pointer. Actually, I bumped into someone else with a German Shorthair Pointer the other day in my estate. Never seen him before. Brand new person with their dog. Mine hadn't met him. They met Rollo. Do you know the first thing he says to me as he comes bound, or the dog comes bounding across the road, half dragging him, was, it's a German Shorthair Pointer. They much prefer to be off leash, running around, doing crazy stuff. They really don't walk well on the short leash. We were just going to the field so I can get rid of some energy in my dog, and then they'll walk nicely. And that, I know exactly what you mean. Exactly what you mean. What he said is totally true. German Shorthair Pointers are high energy dogs. They do struggle to walk nicely on the leash. You'll see this with Fern today, especially when they don't have huge amount of things to do. You just pick up a dog and say, right, we're going to go for a half-hour walk. These dogs are not the best at being able to do that. You do have to have a certain level of energy expenditure before you do this if you want them to behave. Anyway, this is an example in demonstrating that. So you'll see Fern is a lot more pulley than yesterday. We do a lot more stop-start. But we do go to the oval, and he does get a chance to have a little bit more of a sniff. Plus, I do allow him to walk a bit faster and trot a bit. But yeah, so I just wanted to say that this is deliberately very different to yesterday. You can see he's head down, not sniffing head down. He's just head down and go. Head down and go. Full of energy. And that is the difference it makes when you spend, it was only 10 minutes with the herding bull, 10 minutes with the herding bull for Scout yesterday, but because that was, see him drag Scout there, because that was so interesting for Fern as well, because he hadn't seen it, so he was just prancing around and running around and barking every so often. To him, that was energy gone. He had to think about things. He had to process things. He had to try and understand what was going on, what game Scout was playing. Because he didn't understand it. Didn't have a clue. And he's dragged her along again. Anyway, enough waffling. I've got plenty of commentary going on the original audio. So I'll tell you what's going on. I'll probably repeat what I've just said to you at some point, or continually as we go through this walk. But yeah, just notice the difference in Fern. See how different he is to the previous one, and know why. It's part of the breed, it's part of who they are, and they have a certain need which other dogs don't, including what would you normally would call a high energy cattle dog. They're just not on the same level as GSPs, who are right up there among things like collies and kelpies and such. I'm going to slow down a bit. The Scout's got something up her nose too. He's shaking, he's putting so much power into that pull. Look at him! Pose! He's on his tiptoes at the back. Alrighty, we can move. No, we're not going in the road, dogs. No, sir. A bit of bread. You're not having the bread. Again with the crazy pull. This is cat territory, and they're both interested. See what we get here. Yeah, there's a fun noise. He remembers, doesn't he? So he's looking exactly where he saw the cat once. He's looking to exactly the same spot. And a whine from him as well. And they're pulling against each other. I wonder if I'll see huskies today. Oh, that got your attention, didn't it? Hello, magpie. Fern. Oh, you're going for a number 2. Excellent. Right, I'll collect the number 2. We'll be back in a minute. Okay, we collected the number 2 and we've come about 10 metres down the road. Dragging me onto someone's property. Sorry, then I'm not filming them. They are still here, I promise. Right, where haven't we been for a while? So last time we came down here we went straight down the road. So this time let's go to the oval and we'll go around the oval. They are just off from there today. And then we'll head back. So, well, they've decided to go this way. It's fine. Yeah, someone running around the oval. Good, let's go do that. These bins have been emptied, so I can't put my poo in. The dog poo in these bins. Get busy sniffing. We'll wait for this next car to come past and across the road. We have to sniff this lamppost. A very odd noise. Right, here we go. Oh, it's coming. Oh. Right, we're going, straight under the bit, of course. Duck, lovely, thank you dogs. Right, go sniff away. Don't go around things in different directions. Oh, look at that, Scout pulling Fern along. I don't see that very often. Oh, the jogger's gone. Oh, yep. So we can put brakes on each other, that's fine by me. Totally fine by me. Yeah, Fern really is getting dragged about at the moment. Don't see that very often at all. No, Scout's actually dragging him. She's put the brakes on and she's dragged him along. Astonishing. Oh, Fern, now you know how it feels. Oh, there's a dog over there being walked. Fern saw it. His nose is overriding. It's back on the floor. Interesting. Yeah, he's heading over that way. What have we got here? Just a bit of kicked up dirt and sand. And now they've both seen the dog, but the smells in here are too strong. They are not that interested. Interesting. I wouldn't have thought the smells in here would be that strong. Seeing another dog walk past would not be of interest to them. Huh. Walking nice. As I say that, we get a pull from Fern. Oh, they're going to go on the pitch cover. You can step on it, dogs. Might be a bit weird to you, but you can. really demanding here. You up to, girl? I do apologise, I really didn't know it had gotten this windy during this walk. I don't have my mic on. It wasn't... Oh, we've got number 2. It wasn't windy when we started. Yes, caught me out. I don't remember it being windy when I was doing this walk. So I collected the number 2 and put it in the bin. There was a few seconds between then and then now we were walking. But yeah, I will have to jump in and talk over the top if it gets silly again. Hopefully not. But yeah, I do apologise. I really don't remember this being a windy day at all. But anyway, carrying on, just letting the dogs sniff, letting them go where they want, get their noses involved and get them tired. See what it's about. Now we're back to Fern being the lead, pulling more. But that was interesting to see Scout take that on across the oval and be quite quite demanding in where she was going and not going. That was an animal. I don't know what, but that was once upon a time an animal. Possum maybe. Fern's giving it a good sniff. Scout's busy around here. Don't eat that. Hey! Cute. It's not food. It's a bit bread. Stale, moldy bread. It's not food. Not for these two. We'll stay inside the fence. 6 dogs. A bit nicer. This side. That's not where you peed, that's me. Thanks for that. Two are full of beans this morning. Stretching each other on the leash. So Fern has a scent up his nose and there's a bird in danger of getting munched. That's a very brave bird. Scent here, it's interesting to sniff. Scout just huffed. She literally said, "Was that at your brother or life or me?" I don't know what that was about. Strange. There's no pull on the leash at the moment. They're pulling against each other. There it is. There's one. Fern's kind of bouncing off his sister, not me, which I'm quite happy to live with. Doesn't worry me at all. Now I'm getting a pull. Nice. Again, he's bouncing off the leash. He's not doing his insistent pull like he was at the start of the walk. He's calmed it down into just bouncing off the leash. I can tolerate that. A little bit more of a pull from him. A little bit more of an insistent one. And Scout's doing it back. Life for the pair of you would be nicer if you didn't drag each other anywhere. But I suppose feeling what it feels like is good for both of you. Little pull there, not too bad, and they've relented. Off to the other side of the bush, folks. That little pull there, not too bad. Stop in the corner here. Sniffing a pea. Scout putting the brakes on again. Something to sniff there. You're going to poo in the bush and then you're peeing. Fern has a weird poo pose. He is pooing. Alright, back in a sec. Fern's pooing again. Okay, number 2 collected. Two dogs having a run over there. No, your time and overs over dogs. Yeah, you've tied me up, you bonkers. Come on. Cute. That got their attention. That certainly got their attention. Oh, that's not right. I'm getting dragged, so I'm going to stop there. Oh, there's the third one. 3 dogs going for a run round the oval. Oh. Well, this is insane pulling. I know what's got your attention, dogs. I understand, but I'm not going to be dragged about. Anyway, so they'll see them over there. You guys probably can't. Maybe we'll switch zoom a sec. There they are. You see them on the oval. Some barking going on as well. I don't know if the mic's picking that up. So they're barking and running. That's obviously going to attract the attention of these two, who are marching around a little bit crazy. But I get it. There we go. Back to smells. It's over. Yeah, that's super exciting, seeing off-leash dogs go running past you. I get it. So I think it's worth me jumping in on the mic here to explain what I'm doing and why it appears that I don't actually seem to be doing anything. Noting that these dogs are pulling like freight trains because of the 3 off-leash dogs, and in fact the 2 owners were also jogging through the car park, which I didn't pick up on film. So anyway, what am I doing? Why am I doing this? And why do I think this will actually work in the long run for these dogs and the excitement level they're showing towards the other dogs? So what this is all about is just bringing a level of calm and normalcy to whatever situation it is. And this situation is there were 3 off-leash dogs running around. That is, whichever way you skin it, going to be interesting to another pair of dogs. Now, we heard Fern whining. Scout was also interested. But the long-term solution, how you fix that, is you let them look, you let them see, you let them pull, but you hold your ground. You don't let them be silly, just like I'm doing here. You just stop and you wait for calm to return. Then you move on. You rinse and you repeat, and you rinse and you repeat, and you rinse and you repeat over and over and over again, until the very concept of just seeing another dog off leash running around in the distance is no longer something that is super exciting. It's just something that happens and is as boring and as average as the wind blowing. That is how you get the dogs over things. That is how you get them to be able to see that situation in the future, not really bat an eyelid, and just keep on walking with you. The answer is you have to keep doing it and keep doing it and keep doing it, but you have to also remain completely calm and completely neutral yourself. If you start adding punishments in, commands in, or rewards in, you are adding excitement to a situation which is already exciting, and therefore you will continue to make that situation exciting, and your dogs will not actually improve in their behavior. What we want to do is turn it into a completely normal, completely boring, completely uneventful thing. So we ignore it, and we just stand there until they stop pulling, and we wait for the dogs to give up doing whatever they're doing because it's not interesting anymore. The dogs have moved on, run away, whatever it is. And then we'll move on as a single unit and together in a calm manner. You have to lead by example in these situations. The dogs will follow what you do. It takes time, like I said. It takes a long time and a lot of repetitions, but the long-term solution to the craziness you see when off-leash dogs go running past you 50 meters away is you just have to stay calm and you lead by example. You don't get bothered yourself. It's boring. It might not be. You might like off-leash dogs running around car parks. You might find that quite funny, or you might find that absolutely scary if you've got a dog which you don't trust at the end of your leash and has had some issues and got bite history. You might find that really scary. The answer is the same. To make it a non-situation, you have to just be completely calm, hold your ground, wait for things to return to normal and move on. And you have to repeat and repeat and repeat, like I've just done 2 or 3 times in the last minute that I've been yakking on. So that's why it looks like I'm not doing anything. That's why it looks like, even though I say training, it's not really training. The dogs are training themselves. All they're doing is being made via the leash, really, to follow my example. But they'll be picking up on my mood. They're close enough to me that they will hear me. They hear my non-footsteps. They will hear my voice as I was talking. They will hear there's no real excitement, though I was a little bit excited in my voice. It did actually give that away if you were paying attention. I actually found the 3 dogs running across the car park quite fun, and you could tell from my voice I found that quite fun. I found that quite exciting. So I broke my own rule. I didn't make that normal and boring for the dogs. I actually added some excitement to that situation. That's not very helpful. What I should have done is said nothing. I know I'm commentating on a video, but honestly, I should have said nothing, done nothing, and just held my ground. My voice gave away that I found that quite exciting, so that would have been something the dogs picked up on straight away. But they will also be able to detect my mood through scent, and they will have detected that I'm not really wound up in any way. I've found that an interesting occurrence. So yeah, note to owners and to self: if you want something to become normal and boring and not something that your dogs decide they want to pull like freight trains towards, the first step you have to take is internally yourself. To whatever it is they're looking at, you have to find that normal and boring, and you have to exude that mood to those around you by acting it out, and acting it out truthfully, because that's what you really think. Can't lie to the dog. Can't pretend something's not exciting when it is. Same with fear. You can't pretend you're not scared when you are, when you're handling a dog, because they will see through that mask, they will see through it instantaneously, and you'll have a crap show on your hands. So yeah, I broke my own rule, so I'll have to put some effort in onto that next time in particular. In fact, we'll do that later on in the walk when we come across the dog behind the fence. I have to be, and I am in the next instance, completely neutral to this. If I want them to be neutral to it, I have to be neutral first. I am the leader in this, as are you. If you're the dog owner, you have to lead by example. The dogs will follow your lead. It takes time to build that rapport. It takes time for that to sink in from you to them. That is the long-term answer. You can't command a dog into just finding something boring. It doesn't work like that. That's not how it functions. Not how dogs' brains works, and not how our brain works. And they're very similar brains. Experience is how it goes, and follow the leader is how it goes. Anyway, we are getting back towards home. We have got a couple of people coming up which they say hello to, so I will get off my high horse and stop talking and let that unfold. Morning. You're not going to work with them. Come on, dogs. Let's try and get in the man's car. You're too weird. There's a workman who's off camera, and I won't film, just coming out of his house towards his work van. He does like dogs. He wants to say hello to the dogs, and the dogs reciprocate. So I let that happen, but I'm not paying any attention with the camera, so I don't actually film it. But you'll hear me talk about it. Oh well. You two are proper. Morning. I hope you like dogs.
Yeah, I do.
Come on, you two troublemakers. Oh, nice problem to have. Dogs absolutely adore every human they come across. You'd make rubbish gut dogs. Oh, Scout. Scout being mean. Yeah, Fern's going to return the favour here. Oh, there's your favourite dog. I can see the demeanour change in Scout immediately. Oh yeah, you. Ah, I know you. I don't like you. Oh, Fern's got his head down again. Good. Scout's really into this today. So we're going to give this area a nice wide berth. Yeah, I know, Fern, I know. She's up to no good. She is up to no good today. So we're going to go wide. We're not going to run me over though, dogs. Thank you very much. Yeah, do you want to not go around the back of me? We will walk in the road, and we will do what we usually do in this area when we get barked at. So Fern wants to go over to the cat house. Scout wants to give that dog some lip, which he's probably going to come give us some lip, and here we go. Same deal, and we're just going to wait. And we're off already. Look at that, 5 seconds. Down from 10 last time, it's getting better every time. Stay calm, don't get drawn into the conflict, and we move on. He's locked onto something. Ah, the cat's in the window again. There's another dog. So yeah, he's seen the cat. So sorry I didn't have film on, but doing the method. I face where I want to go, and I show no engagement to the thing that they're engaged on. No force with the leash, and we move on. And that was nice and quick. Knew it was coming. 5 seconds of silliness, and we're away. It's going to keep like that. Keep improving like that. We don't need to engage. Right, that's end of walk. There's dog barking, but they're not loose, so I don't need to worry. Stop filming, and I'll see you next time.